What up, familia? It's your favorite Puerto Rican, Brooklyn, Philly, and I'm just going to jump in. Let's see what messages want to come out. First card to come out is the Moon. All right, let's see. I'm here, I'm seeking clarity. The Hierophant. I've seen the light. So now I'm hearing I've gone into the depths, and as a result, I've seen the light. The depths has brought me to the heights. From the lows, I have now been able to climb the highs. Now I'm seeing the black and white. I want to say dogs, but I feel wolves. Wolves howling at the moon. Right? From the depths, I allowed the primal, the instinctual, I gave it voice. And then look, his mouth is open. He's laughing. Right? From the depths, I've been able to climb the heights. I keep hearing. Oh, that one just popped. Look, the tower. And I heard the Tower of Power. The Tower of Power. Right? And this tower is uncovering. It's like a tree, right? And it's allowing now the residents, I'm hearing, that resided in that tree. And those are butterflies. And a squirrel. And his nuts. So that's his home. Her home. Again, got it looking up. So the darkness and the depths down here has the focus up on the lightning and the light above. And then this card flew out, moving forward. Six of Swords, right? Yeah, so there's this movement, this progression, right? This descending, right, that is occurring or has occurred. And now I'm hearing the full moon in Gemini. You're currently in this full moon energy, right? And is a result of this descension that then is going to catapult you into this ascension. This tower has not come to displace you, right? This animal has been displaced, right? This displacement has not come to hurt you, but it was necessary to move you along, right? And in her face, look, it's bittersweet, right? She has her bag packed. She's on the ship. And look, the crow. Oh, wow. The crows are moving her, right? So now your spirit guide, your ancestors, your intuition, right? Very primal, very instinctual. My dog, I don't know if you heard him. He wants to play with the little ball thing, and it's just about, right? There's this innate, yeah, look, the devil, right? This innate, this instinctual, this primal, right? And look, he's releasing it. Him, her, right? My dog just growled. He wants me to grab this toy and play with him, right? His inner instinct to want to play, to fetch ball, right? To do what a dog do. Now I'm hearing, it's a doggy dog world. Oh, that was so off key and off tune. But yeah, it's again, they're pointing me back now to the wolves howling at the moon. Again, getting in touch with ones that, right? And then there's something about this devil not being evil, right? It is not evil. We all have, and it fell right over the moon card, right? The subconscious, the shadow, the darkness, what we might psychically or in our psyche, I'm hearing, deem as evil, right? Because, oh God, the cards want to fly out. Okay, they want me to look at, oh, it was justice that wanted to show itself, right? Again, highs and lows, right? The depths of the inside to give the light to the two-edged sword, right? You can't have good without bad and bad without good, the sun without the rain without the sun, the evil without the goodness, right? It's both. It's two sides of the same coin. We all carry it, right? And then they wanted the bottom, the sun. Yeah, it's something about both. They're both important, right? Yes, they're causing this equilibrium, this balance, right? And she's smiling at her shadow self. She's not mad at her. She's not repressing her. She's not saying she's evil. It's an acceptance. It's a duality I'm hearing. The dual nature of us, or of the human psyche. Right? What else, Spirit? You intuit it, right? Into you see, right? Her eyes are closed, right? I just heard that part of DMX on his the prayer, and I couldn't see because my eyes were closed, right? There's something about looking within, into it, right? And get in tune with your higher player. I'm hearing Cat Williams now. Cat, it's Cat Williams. Why did I say Cat Williams? It's an accent. Yeah, now an accent want to come out. I don't know what accent this is. Maybe somebody's ancestor said, listen, child, you go within. Everything you need is within. And once you go within and you look within, it aligns your inner world with your outer world. As above, so below. As below, so above. As within, so without. Right? And that's why you're moving forward. That's where the High Priestess felt, right? You're going to follow your intuition. It will lead you to where it needs to go. Right? It will lead you to where it needs to go. Right? And my dog is refusing. He says, do not ignore me. I will not be ignored. Play with me. I want you to throw this ball. Right? There's this refusal, maybe of your inner self, of your shadow self, saying, no, you will acknowledge. You know, you will not have full brightness unless you go deep into the darkness. Right? I will not be repressed. I will not be silenced. Right? I will be valued. I will be seen. I will be heard. Right? Yeah, there's something about, yeah, you hear my dog? He's like on this rope. Get it, boy. Yeah. What else, man? Why is this important? I mean, it's obvious, right? I mean, there's an acknowledgement to understand that both are necessary. That I'm hearing primordial, right? It's part of your physiology, your biology, right? And now look, the star, the cosmology, right? Now I'm thinking of that quote by Neil deGrasse Tyson where he says, we're all connected together biologically, chemically through the earth, and cosmically through, oh, I forget the quote, but there's this interconnectedness. There's this oneness. And you know, the star can also not only be wish fulfillment, but healing, right? And then there's this cord, right? I'm hearing, yeah, just throw me a lifeline. And look, Six of Pentacles, reciprocity, right? Then we have the Emperor, all these majors, look at this, right? In order to stand in your true Emperor status, right? Again, there's this balance, this equilibrium that's needed, this reciprocity, this back and forth, this flow. But not only with another, right? Because, I mean, it's not even about another. Just that all of this has been about just you. Just about you. And now I'm seeing, since they came out on the both sides of the Six of Coins, of the feminine and masculine aspects, right? Fully healed feminine aspect can then align with this masculine self. And look, he said, I play chess, not checkers, right? If I was in my low vibration, I'll be busy trying to play checkers. But no, I am about this reciprocity. I am about this life. Right? I do believe in that. And that's what happens as a result of healing, of following one's intuition, right? Of understanding that we have this duality, this dual nature as human beings. Right? The Seven of Wands, you're protected, right? And not only are you protected, but you protect yourself. You've learned to go within to the point where you formulated this bubble of protection around yourself, sitting comfy on this cushion, very similar to the Empress, right? Because it came right out after the Emperor. Very similar color schemes. Where you're protected. Look, and they're trying to poke from under, and you're like at peace. I'm hearing a peace that surpasses all understanding, right? Serenity within. Right? So, if you're on this road, this is what that you can expect, right? And for some of you, this is where you're at. And for some of you, this is where you're going, right? You're moving quickly, right? Set it off, I suggest, y'all. That's what I just heard. Quickly, right? Set it off. Come on, let's set it off, right? Yeah, it's a set. It's almost like a domino effect, right? And then this Chariot fell, right over, like, in the same pile of foul line of the moon, with the two horses, right? I just heard Purim and Unum. And now the two wolves, right? Something about alchemy, right? And we move from this, like, seeking clarity, right? In the darkness to then, like, this, I'm ready. On go to move forward. Oh, they just showed me this too. Let me just. So here in the Star card, she has. Then I say drop a lifeline, and he looks to have this same lifeline now that assisted while in standstill mode. That now is following and assisting in go mode. And again, lifelines from all sorts of places, right? So here is, I'm hearing ancestors. Here is directly from the cosmos, divinity, right? Here is from, the earth itself. And then we got all of these wanted to fall out. The Three of Pentacles, yeah. Which then allows for such collaboration wherever you're going. You're moving forward to be able to collaborate now with others. Now, remember, we were very much by ourselves, and now we're moving forward with others. Yeah, and you're comfortable with walking away from the old ways. Yes, to step into this King of Pentacles, right? And put down this Ten of Wands, right? It allows you to then look at what you've already established, sown, and what you have growing, right? And I'm hearing once you see, you can't unsee. Once the seed has been planted and started growing, it will produce, right? It's inevitable. And again, my dog is really insisting. Hey, what's the matter? He's like, what's the matter? I want you to play with me. I don't want to be ignored. There's something about you can't ignore the calling. You can't ignore it. Right? It will. Like this dog, it will bark at you, right? It is not going to leave you alone until you respond. right? It's like I'm hearing this niggle inside of you that it'll continue to fester, I'm hearing. To fester. Yeah, there's something about packing the bags and going. There's something about releasing. There's something about moving. Right? Yeah, again, this Eight of Cups, this walking away, this Six of Swords, this movement forward. Right? This Chariot, really fast. Yeah. And it is all of this that's causing this heart to be mended. And look, she's screaming. Yeah, confirmation I just put. So now I'm hearing, what you got growing now came from a pure sense of, again, that Tower of Power, right? This heart shattering, I'm hearing healing is messy, right? It's emotional, it's painful, but it's so necessary. Because this is what's growing as a result. You have growth as a result. It forced you to grow. Yeah, look, judgment. I heard my soul says yes, right? And look, it's leaping, right? And again, look at the irony of that, right? You have this one, that heart torn apart, trying to mend it together. So then I'm snapping my finger and my very essence is leaping. Look at the pain, and then look at I'm hearing joy, pump it up, and pain, right? And again, this duality, right? That from such immense pain, now you will experience such immense joy. What else? Anything else? And we'll shut it down on here. Any last words? Competition. What do you mean about competition, Spirit? Oh, the wheel is changing on that, right? No more comparisons. No more need to compete. And again, I'm hearing, it was never that. That was an illusion. That was the okie doke to get you to compete, right? And compare, thinking that there's only one when there's more than enough. Right? But the wheel is changing on that for you. And interestingly enough, no, they're both men and women alike, right? It's something about the okie doke, about setting you off on this trajectory to believe that you have to compete and compare this way, in this way, in the first place. For one fire, when the fire belongs to all. And you've discovered this. And as a result, you're moving forward with this knowledge, with this understanding, with this peace. Yeah, look, he calmed down. He laid down in his little bed now. There's something about once the niggle has been acknowledged, once you get to see the root and understand it for what it is, right, you can move into this peace and this serenity. And they're flying out. Look at this, Ace of Wands. Yes. Look, I don't know. This, I see it as burning away the cobwebs, right? I'm hearing new synapses, right? This restorative process that allows for this creativity to then be birthed. And look, I just heard the fire within, right? And they do look like they're within like some kind of cave or something, right? Again, they okie doke was that they got you competing for a fire, is telling you that it's an external fire, that there isn't enough and you have to compete, when the fire has always been within. And once you get this understanding about how disrespectful and untruthful this is, then you're able to fully ignite and see that this fire has always been within, and then it's freed, right? You're freed. Again, it's something about the core beliefs. We talked about it earlier over here with card. I don't know, that won't leave me alone now. Yeah, anyway. You know, all of them is, and again, it looks like it's chasing this external light. Yeah, it's earlier when I said as within, so without. It was the Justice card. Right? As within, so without. And once you see that, right, that ignites. That's that crown chakra. Right? And then her eyes are closed again. Eyes closed here. Eyes closed here. Where's that high priest? Eyes closed here. Again, it's within. Don't search without. Search within. Oh, even this Queen of Pentacles that just popped out. Look, eyes are closed. Right? This sense of trust. This sense of knowing that I'm protected. That I'm safe. That I'm going to be plush. That I'm going to be... that there's more than enough. Right? I intuit that shit. I just know, even though that may not be what it looked like, right, initially when I'm embarking on this journey, right, as a result of this home, this displacement that was necessary, right, to truly mend this broken heart and heal. And look, he's in the study, I'm hearing, chilling with the wolf. You know, there's this balance. There's, oh, and that's the, oh, we have a pair, King and Queen of Pentacles. Again, and I'm hearing this is your masculine and your feminine. And both, look, one in nature and one in actual, like the practicality of like a home, a study, right? And look, the wolf is inside with him. Not outside howling at the moon. But like my dog, it was howling initially, right? Growling, right? That's what started this whole reading. Again, this inside that said, I won't let go. I refuse to be silenced. We are so much more. And now I'm hearing we are one. And now I'm getting sleepy. They're saying close this out. So that's it. That's the message. Any last cards? Spirit, right before I close out, please and thank you. Yeah, it's this now balancing, right? Now I just heard there's this hadith that indicates that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam would say the middle, you know, take the middle path. That is the best path, right? Not to the left, not to the right, but the middle path. Right? The duality of it all. Remember, that's what it kept talking. The ability to be able to, like, almost in a figure eight, go back and forth within. Right? Very practical, very ethereal, spiritual, right? And it's the both. Right? I'm hearing it's the heart and the mind. Right? It's the faith. As well as the practical. The logical. It's when you truly master both, you understand that, right? That's where the power really lies. Not in the okey-doke that you're supposed to compete, that there's only one light, that there's only one way, that there's one view of things, one way of operating, one truth, one rigidity. No, there's multiple. Look at this, the Fool. When you understand that, then you fully trust. And you're able to dive backwards into this. And then there's Four of Pentacles. And then, you know, she's away from the society here, right? So, which would say, you know, usually Four of Pentacles, I'm holding on. No, she let go. She's in a new place. But it's, you know, what I'm hearing is the foundation that she built was hers. And that foundation is within her. So she takes that wherever she goes. It is not restricted to a specific place. Amen. And at the bottom of the deck, look at this. The Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Be daring. Try something new. It will begin a new something. Don't worry. You might not know. And I mean, I just love the way when I'm looking at this, I'm seeing the wheel. Look at the same positioning, the same pose, the same coins and, you know, similar coins. Both eyes are closed. Protected, the circle, right? It's like this one is in, and it's okay. I'm hearing that you're a novice, that you feel new, right? No matter how old you are, right? You're supposed to be new at this. This is a new experience. You had to go through all of that to then end up here, right? And I just heard, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. And again, it's okay to start something new, to start over, to not be the expert initially. I'm hearing to begin anew. And that's the meaning. The meaning, yeah, that's the message, beloved, because I'm getting sleepy. Usually when I get like that sleepy, since, you know, it's time to shut it down, I'm going to get a couple of little, after that came out. Look at this. Silence your inner critic. Right? Your inner critic is going to tell you, no, it's by logic. And then another day it's going to say, no, it's just by faith. It's by both. It's about following one's intuition along with aligning it with one's logic. And then sky's the limit, I'm hearing. It's unlimited what you will accomplish. There's no stopping it. Right? The only one that can stop you is you. The path to inner peace begins with 4 words. Not my fucking problem. Yeah. So silence the inner critic and then remove yourself from thinking you have to say the world and everything else in it. No. Relax. Sit your ass down. That's why all these eyes are closed. Even in this 4 path. Concentrate on self. Hold on to the foundation. Don't be spilling out nothing yet. That'll come. Embrace your inner Buddha. And he was frank with me. Make me one with everything. Yeah. Right? The truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. And that's it, beloved. I love you. I hope this resonated with you, right? It helped you in some kind of way. And as always, I gently suggest that you be you on purpose, because you are sacred consciousness. You are not a mistake, right? Out of all of the sperms, you're here. And on that note, beloved, Ashe, Amen, and Amen. Until next time.